Okay, you all have been asking about what are we driving now and what is our camping setup? Well, this morning I'm going to do that for you. So, if you have been with this channel for about the last 6 months or so, you'll know that our old Subaru blew a head gasket in the middle of our last vacation, which literally ended our vacation. Some months ago, I picked up this beauty here, and we've done some modifications on it, and I'm going to show you the exterior and the general features, and then I'll show you the camping setup on the inside. So, let's start out. What is it? Well, it's a 2005 Subaru Forester, but not any regular Forester. It is the LL Bean package, which means it's the luxury class, and it's set up for backcountry and travel. Now, comes with some pluses. Has the fog lamps. You can't see it, but there's a beat up suspension on this thing. We replaced the headlights. These are brand new. They're only a few months old. Now we did work on the suspension before we left, but we also changed tires. Come in closer, Evelyn. Let me show everybody what the tires really look like. These things, the old tires were just standard road tires, but these are all terrains and brand new. So we now have, the other ones were getting worn down too. So like 3 times the depth and twice as much on the thickness and hardness on the tires. So as you can see, they just barely fit. We had to remove the mud guards to get everything in, but it does work. The other major thing we did was we lifted the vehicle about 3 inches. So now it has a clearance of about 11 to 12 inches. So how much all this cost? Well, I got this vehicle for about $4,000, and I put about $3,000 of improvement in it already. So let's just walk around. It's green like the old one, which I like. It's my favorite color. Pretty standard. Hatchback. Alright. So, and it has a roof rack like almost all Subarus do. The comes with a back wiper, and so the newer ones come with this wing, but honestly this wing doesn't really do very much. It helps a little bit of the gas mileage, but honestly I think you have to be going like 120 miles an hour before you really would see a downside effect to grippage and traction. Alright, let's start out at the front. Alright, this is the driver's side. This is my pilot seat here. Oh, by the way, I just bought these seat cushions yesterday. I bought one set, they didn't work. These look like they're gonna last a lot longer. It's pretty standard as far up here, but it's pretty much standard up here, but it does come with a sunroof. You can open it up, and this also opens too. So you can actually, it's a real sunroof, but you can also use it just as a day sunscreen here, and open it up to light without actually having to open up the whole thing. Pretty neat. I like it. It comes with, I gotta move this hat, I'm sorry, but it comes with a mirror on the headboards on both sides, which is handy. Also little pockets for pens and credit cards, and a clip for your emergency papers. Lights, and a whole lot of pockets. That's the only thing about Subarus and the later models, is they have a ton of little pockets. There's this, that. There's one on this side. There's the ones on the doors. There's the standard pockets on the rear seats too. Also, the radio, this is pretty much standard. The regular, most of this is pretty much standard. Has cruise control. Oh, I love cruise control. This is like first vehicle in a long time that I had cruise control on it. And when you're doing miles and miles on interstates or state roads through the desert, and you know, in the West we have a lot of those, that comes in really handy. I have to admit, the controls on these things is tricky. I mean, it's just so many moving parts and so many combinations. You really have to know what you're doing. This is not standard. We put that in to put your cell phone on. The AC and the air conditioning is standard. Now, let me step out here a second so I can actually let my camera woman kind of take a look in here. But you'll see that there has the standard cigarette lighter. Now, you can't see it, but underneath this mess, we have two more pockets, and there's another outlet, power outlet there, and believe it or not, all the way in the back there's a third one. That's quite a number. I mean, most players' cars, that's quite a number. Most cars only come with one. This one comes with three, and we use it all three. So the other thing is when I'm driving, I mean, I've got my books on DVD. I've got my guides, and if I can take the camera for a second, whoop, right there between the seats are the maps, so I could just reach in and grab them. And there's our collection of hats. So I need a hat real quick for shooting a video, or just, well, if it's hot or rainy or whatever, I've got them right there. Okay, I shall mention the rest. Okay, so this is now we folded down the rear seat so we could use this as a full luggage area. Now normally it would come with a standard bench seat. So the red barrel, that is our drinks on ice. This blue bag is our snacks, so you can see we can just reach across for the front seat. Underneath here is the rock hunting stuff. That red bag is the camera equipment bag with the tripod across the top. Down here, we keep our spare shoes and batteries and marker pens, and also very important, tools. I have axes, a shovel, everything I need for rock hunting, or if we get stuck anywhere, or if we need firewood, I have the axe and the tools to chop it up into proper fire length. Now coming around to the back end of this, on the left, on the top, are our blankets and sleeping bags. Below that is those two white tubs that are kind of hidden is the emergency supplies. Plus, right here, something very important is the fire extinguisher. And behind here, you can't see it, but I also have a tow rope. Also hidden on the other side here, I have a compressor for inflating tires if I need to. And I have a tire repair kit hidden here too. Right there, we got cold and we got, we're in a campground. That's an electric heater we can use. Right here is the rock collection we have. And above that, you'll see that this is one chair, camp chair, and this is another. On top, we have pine cones, which are used for fire starter. We also have a bug zapper. You in the Philippines will definitely recognize that. Traffic cones, just in case. Here is all of our clothes, and kind of buried under here, underneath the chairs, that you really can't see, but like down there on the bottom is our firewood and kindling and newspapers to have a campfire. I don't take it for chance that I'm going to find firewood or kindling. Underneath is our backups of drinks. We have Powerade, sodas, juice, vitamin water, you name it, we have it. Oh, and liquor. We have a good supply of those little plastic bottles of margaritas and daiquiris, and boy, they are really good. Now, most cars have power locks, and this one does too. All right, this is Evelyn's headquarters, my co-pilot, stewardess, but she'll probably smack me for that, say that. So she just keeps her purse next to her. She has her snacks, her Kleenex, her cosmetics. On the floor, she keeps her shoes and some other personal items that she needs. And over in that little pocket right there is all of her connections for her cell phone and such. And of course, another package, just more stuff that she needs, including her selfie stick here, her headlamp, her spare glasses, and a bottle of energy shake, and her bottle of sanitizer. Hi, Evelyn. She's having a drink while she's on break here. Okay, let me turn the camera over to her for just a moment here. Boy, it's a beautiful campground, by the way. This is our site for the night. I know I already did a video on it, but let me show you one more time while she's kind of getting ready. So that's the bath, the vault toilets. Most campgrounds have vault toilets, not flush, but that still works very well. This is a nice forest campground because, well, we have pavement and actual parking here for each space. Picnic table, a grill, and back here is the fire ring. And yeah, we were sitting here, that's where we had the chairs out and the fire going and drinking daiquiris last night and margaritas. And that's where we put the tent. Okay, I think Evelyn's about ready to hold this camera for me. Hang on a second. All right, so that's the Subaru, and that's our camping setup. Hope it was informative, and for those of you who are camping, I hope that helps you out as far as what you need. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Let me bring you in here. Underneath the camping gear towards the front is also where we keep all of our, we have a whole box of electrical cables, we have a box of food supplies, and a box of cooking supplies. So it all messes in so that what's important is on top, what we use is on top, and everything else is somewhere else. Anyway, let me say that goodbye again. Goodbye! Thanks for watching, and this is the new stuff.